and
Fatherless homes,
yes.
bro. How much of an impact do you guys feel a father has on the home, right? Because okay, this is an interesting one. Do you feel like the dynamic of growing up in the motherless home or growing up in the fatherless home is just as equal of a loss?
No.
Or is one heavier?
One's heavier.
Is one better off?
Wait, which one is heavier?
Yeah, which one's
I think not having a mother around.
I'd agree with
Yeah,
that.
I think not having a mother around would
For
be
for son, daughter, doesn't matter. Just
Mhm.
for
both.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
For the family, as
Yeah.
Just for
you know?
Yeah.
If I had to choose, like, they're both a struggle.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
if I had to choose, I would say the impact of, oh damn,
No, I think
Half
the
of
only
Nah.
reason we say fatherless is easier is because
that's what
so many
much-
men have been cowardly
Yeah,
that they disappeared, that it became pretty normal.
it's crazy that it
more
became
people
normal,
have
man.
have someone to relate to.
Yeah.
Not many people have a story to relate to where a mother left,
I know, for me-
definitely.
But if
yeah.
more
I didn't
women had
hear it
left
more.
as well,
Yeah, yeah.
right? It would be equally as devastating.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Because we're
It's-
used to hearing, fathers not being present
Left the
and
house,
stuff,
all
and
that kind of
it's
stuff.
like,
Mm. For me, I can only speak from my experience.
yeah.
Yeah, for me, I can only speak from my experience and the impact of, because I lived with only my mom for like a couple of years, for like 4 years maybe.
Your dad was here already, or what was it?
Nah, my dad wasn't here.
He was back.
Yeah, he was back. So like I moved out here with with my mom and dad, but I was still kind of young. But at the same time, it's like I saw the impact without having a father there. You know what I'm saying? But I never saw the impact without having a mother there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then now I know how it feel like without having a mother there. If that kind of makes sense. Even though I never really went through it, if that makes sense. And for me, like to be honest, not having a father there,
Was bigger.
I don't know if it was bigger because at the same time, I was still like,
Stepped in and
like in a way, it's like it would have been cool if it was there like during those years, especially like the years where it's like you were influenced with so many things. It would have been cool to kind of have him there to be like, hey, don't do this. This is how you show respect, da da da. But I felt like other people was kind of teaching me that in a way.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like I think I surrounded myself with proper older people, people that's a couple of years older than me. So in a way, it's like, I don't know, maybe the impact of not having a father there didn't really have a negative impact on me.
Yeah.
So for me, it was okay in a way.
yeah.
But then my father came in afterwards, so it's not like I didn't have him my whole life. So for me, it's like I can only talk about it for that short period of time. You dig what I'm saying?
I feel like that's maybe why I would say that maybe the impact of not having a mother is greater on the family unit.
It's just because society's used to not having men in the house.
Yeah, maybe that is the reason.
You know, apparently
why.
in America, 1 in 4 households is
That's a
no
wild
father.
statistic.
That's
bro.
insane.
That's a wild. That's literally us for here.
1 in 4 has a
then
father that's not
times it.
present. Obviously, some that means they've passed away, whatever. But
Yeah.
the majority isn't that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Nah, that's a wild statistic to have
terrible.
out there, bro. But like, I think because I mean, I don't want to keep pushing like the general narrative, right? But like, generally, it's like the mom is bringing the nurturing nature to the family in terms of like
thinking
actually
that
like
too.
making sure the family
Yeah.
continues
Yeah.
to be alive,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But like, it's like the dad will bring the sustenance if you continue to go, if you
Yeah.
go along that train of thought, right? The dad is bringing the sustenance to be able to, but like,
I think at the same time, though, to feel, because the dad also is a provider and a protector, right?
yeah.
So to feel unprotected at home, that's not a good place to grow up, right?
That's true.
And to feel like, because as soon as the father's not there, the mother has to become
That protector,
nurturer
yeah.
and provider and protector,
Yeah.
and everything else that a mother is,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So it's like, now it's like she is in a sense absent because she has to make ends meet. And then because all that kind of stuff. And it's like, yo, what is going on? Like that's wild.
But that's the thing, because obviously a mother and a father, they bring different elements
Yeah.
to the table in order for you to kind of grow up properly, right? And I feel like when an element is missing, so then now it comes to the question is, which are you okay with? Which element are you okay with not having there? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like you said, the father has the providing and the protecting type of element. You do what I'm saying? So it's like you live in households where it's like you're protected and everything, like the bills and everything will be taken care of. You'll eat and that, but then now you don't have that nurturing side of things. You know what I mean?
When I really think about it, like, I'm actually not okay with a kid missing out on any of that.
Yeah. I need both.
In reality, you need all of them. You know, you need to grow up feeling like.
What is that?
It's only 2. All of them? How many parents you are?
No. I'm talking about all the elements. Elements. Yeah. Whoa. No, I'm talking about like the elements. You need to feel protected. But at the same time, you need to be nurtured. You need this. You need the support. You need this. You need that.
Yeah.
When you don't have one of them over there, but at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of weird because I've seen some people not having some of those elements growing up, but right now their position is so crazy. I'm like, man, they're like up there. Yeah. So I don't know if they use that as a motivation or that the absence of theirs was like, you know what, it's not there. I'm gonna find my own way to get it.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know if we realize how stressful being a parent might actually be.
I know.
I mean, 100%. I can't deep it just yet.
Yeah.
I feel like now I'm easy for my parents. Like I'm easy to look, but then it's hard for me to try to look back and think how I was stressful then.
You know why? Because it's like you've never been this before.
Yeah.
As in, a parent.
Like,
yeah.
Like, have you ever realized, like, you as the oldest, you made your dad into a dad?
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you
Big Daniel.
Changed his life.
Big chief and that.
Nah,
Yeah, you were the first. Like,
Yeah,
it was
like,
the
you
first
are the
time he
reason
was
he's a
doing it.
father.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's, like, dang. But like, like,
Emphasis, bro.
you can see how that's like scary as well. And it's like,
Yeah.
in a sense, I can kind of understand when you're outside of marriage and outside of commitment and all that kind of stuff, why you could
Just fear
possibly
out
walk
from it.
away
Yeah.
and feel
Not
inadequate. Not that it's
but
right
it
to do,
is.
but I can see it. Because I know like a family friend, and it's like his dad walked out on them when they were little and stuff. And like, I was talking about this the other day with my sister, and it's like, what if like it gets to a point where it's like, you're like, dang, I actually want to be in my kid's life, but it's just been too long.
Too late
Yeah.
for that.
And it's like,
And it happens.
and it's like,
happens.
your kid doesn't want you anymore. Obviously, it's like, well, the
Yeah.
kid can decide now
Yeah.
because they're an adult, And it's like, it's been 10, 15, 20 years, and you kind of want to come back into their life, but because you're now ready, but you weren't ready, but they don't want you. Like, that's crazy. And at the same time, like, I can totally, right, especially when people get pregnant, like 15, 16, 17, and it's like, like that's
it's a freak out moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I was just thinking, I'm like, damn, it actually could be a hellish, like,
Stressful
the
situation.
ability, like, you have the potential to make or break who this person becomes, right? Like,
Yeah.
they'll go through so many actually, this is linking to something else that's on my mind. You go through so many phases of self as just an individual, right? And it's like being the person to have the you know, like the palms to mold this, you know, this individual into this ultimate person that they're gonna be. It's like that's crazy, bro. Yeah. It's like it seems crazier because animals also have the family kind of thing going on as well. You know what I mean, right? Like they have the nurturing them, blah blah, making them ready for surviving on when they in the wild alone, right?
Yeah.
But it's like looking at it as humans, it's like there's so much more added to that in terms of like just this can literally how you like raise this person can literally change the course of history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can literally change the course of history depending on how, like, I mean, not solely based.
You being absent can also
exactly
make the person
that can change, like,
things.
literally can change history. Though
It can.
That's wild.
100%.
That's wild.
And
bro.
to be honest, it's like,
that's crazy.
yeah, like this whole thing kind of links in with what I was gonna talk about, which is fate and destiny.